Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. JavellAshanti here. It's been a hot minute. I'm trying to come back on the channel and act like I haven't been gone for a while, but I have. I haven't filmed book content in 2 months, which is crazy for me. I haven't been the most consistent, but we're back today. We're going book shopping, which I know you guys love. I love creating book content. I've gotten back into reading the last 2 years and it's honestly changed my life and has given me something to look forward to, and it also has contributed to my delusions, my romantic delusions. And you know, we love a delulu girl, okay? I think we all are a little bit. But anyway, we're going book shopping today. We're going to go to Barnes & Noble and Target. I'm super excited because those are the spots, y'all. So let's go. Right now we are at Barnes & Noble. My boyfriend's with me. We're dragging him, but we're dragging him with us to go look at books, which I know is his favorite, right? Yeah, so we're gonna go look at books today. I haven't been consuming any kind of book content lately, and so I really have no idea of what I really want, but I do have my favorite authors. So if I see, you know, a Kennedy Ryan or anything like that, I will be buying it. Yes ma'am, I will be getting it. So I'm so excited. This before. This is good. This is some good stuff. Yeah. Passing joints under the sunshine. Fighting demons on a level 1. Super soaker, that's a water gun. Like my feelings had to get it done. Oh, I need this. Oh my god.
The teacher.
Frida McFadden is a phenomenal author. She's so good. Her plot twists always get me because I can never figure them out. I don't care what you say. Who are you anyway? I don't care what you think. Oh, I still need to read this. I feel like this is going to be so good. I don't care what This is My Woman. I haven't read this one yet, but I need to. I love Rebecca Yarros, and her romance books are so good. I'm currently reading this one, and it's taking forever, but this one was so good, and it made me cry. Real bad. I literally need this, but I don't want to buy it for myself, you know? Alrighty guys, I'm back in the car and I got the goods. I am going to take you guys home with me and I'm going to give you guys a haul of all the books that I got. I got some good ones. You guys will be happy. You guys will be proud, I hope. Anyway, let's go home. Besties, I'm officially back home and I got a haul for you guys. Alrighty guys, I am officially back home and here's my quick little book haul. So I got 6 books, which is pretty good because I've been going through the worst reading slump the last month and a half, and I haven't been able to finish a book, which is crazy. So I got 6 books I want to start with, and hopefully we're starting fresh for spring. I feel like spring really gives you a rebirth, you know what I mean? So spring, energy, rebirth, we're all here for it. So I got some pretty good books that I know I will enjoy because they're by some of my favorite authors. So we're gonna start with Kennedy Ryan. She has a new book which I've been seeing all over the interwebs, the internet. This cover is so cute. This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This cover is gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. And so I had to get this book, but it's by Kennedy Ryan. This is book 2 for Before I Let Go, I believe. I haven't really done much research about it, but I believe this is book 2, which I love the characters from that book. I love that book so much, and that got me obsessed with Kennedy Ryan, so I got this, and I know I will love it. So So this book is about Soledad, and I believe we briefly met her in the first book. She is in a marriage that's not really panning out how she expected, and she is met with betrayal and disillusion and whatever happened with that situation. Now she's trying to kind of rebuild her life and grieve, except she's always on the go, so there's really no time for that. She is very attracted to this other character, Judah Cross, and she's trying not to be. They're both trying to resist it. He's a beautiful single dad and he has a lot going for him, and that's kind of what this story is about. I will briefly read the synopsis so I can give you guys a good overview, because Miss Kennedy Ryan, she always gives. Soledad Barnes has her life planned out, because of course she does. She plans everything, she fixes everything, and she's never met a party she couldn't host or a charge she couldn't lead. But none of her varied talents help when life has built with the man who was supposed to be her forever goes into a cloud of betrayal and disillusion. There's no time to grieve. She's too busy keeping a roof over her daughter's head and food on the table. And in the process of saving them all, Soledad rediscovers herself. From the ashes of a life burned to the ground, something bold and new can arise. But when Judah Cross, brilliant single dad and absolutely the last man she should want but can't seem to resist, enters the picture, can she trust him? Can she trust herself? After all, she's lost and found. Is she brave enough to take a risk for what could be? I've seen so many good reviews about this book. A lot of people saying they've cried, a lot of people saying like it's so good, a lot of people say it's a good book about self-love. So I'm really excited to see all that this book has to offer. Next book is by one of my other favorite authors, Miss Abby Jimenez. I love this woman, and so I wanted to start her series back from book 1, because the last book I read was like the 4th book in the series, which luckily these books you can read them as standalones, but they go better together when you read them in order. So I got Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Based on my research, this is book 1. Let me read the synopsis. After a wild bet, gourmet grilled cheese sandwich, and a cuddle with a baby goat, Alexis Montgomery has had her world turned upside down. The cause? Daniel Grant, a ridiculously hot carpenter who's 10 years younger than her. Oh, okay. And as casual as they come, the complete opposite of the sophisticated city girl Alexis. And yet their chemistry is undeniable. While her ultra wealthy parents want her to carry on the family legacy of the world-renowned surgeons, Alexis doesn't need a glory or fame, and she's fine with being the mere ER doctor. Okay, I love her healthcare vibes. Every minute she spends with Daniel and the tight-knit town where he lives, she's discovering just what's really important. With so many differences between them, can Alexis simply choose between her world and his? So that's Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. Miss Frida McFadden. This woman has me in a chokehold. Her books are so good, and if you haven't read any of her books yet, what are you doing? You have to, because once you start, you cannot stop. They're so good. So I got 2 by her. First one I got from Target is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. Her plot twists are so good. I'm gonna read the synopsis. Sometimes the truth kills. Newlyweds Trisha and Ethan are searching for their dream house. They think they found it when they visit the remote manor that once belonged to Dr. Adrian Hale, a renowned psychiatrist who's vanished without a trace years ago. But when a violent winter storm traps them at the estate, the house begins to lose its appeal. Stuck inside and growing restless, Trisha stumbles on a collection of audio transcripts from Dr. Hale's sessions with patients. As Trisha listens to the cassette tapes, she learns about the terrifying chain of events leading to the doctor's mysterious disappearance. Okay, this is getting spooky. With each tape, another shocking piece of puzzle falls into place. A web of lies slowly unravels, but by the time Trisha reaches its final cassette, the one that reveals the entire horrifying story, it becomes too late. From New York Times bestselling author Frida McFadden comes an addictive, unpredictable thriller that will keep you asking questions. What is the truth? I love Frida McFadden. She's so good, and I feel like if you're going through a reading slump, she will get you so captivated from like page 1 where you can't put it down. Another book by Frida McFadden that I got is The Teacher by Frida McFadden, and this one looks so good as well. I saw like a few reviews about this that said it was really good. This one's about a teacher and there being like a weird affair going on in the school with the student-teacher relationship. I kind of briefly read the synopsis, so I'm going to read it to you guys so we can get the full picture. So, number 1 lesson, trust no one. Eve has a good life. She gets up each day, gets a kiss from her husband, and heads off to teach math at the local high school. All is as it should be, except last year, Kasem High was rocked by a scandal involving a student-teacher affair with one student, Addie, at its center. But Eve knows there's more to these ugly rumors than meets the eye. Addie can't be trusted. She lies. She hurts people. She destroys lives. At least, that's what everyone says. But nobody knows the real Addie. No one knows the secrets that could destroy her if the people at the school found out. And when Eve discovers the shocking truth, Addie will do anything to keep her quiet. From New York Times bestselling author Frida McFadden comes a story of twisting, secrets, and long-awaited revenge. This sounds really good too. Then I wanted to go for like a little spicy read in here because I have not read Penelope Douglas since like 2021, I believe. I think I tried to read one of her books last year and it wasn't hitting for me because the dynamics were weird with like the stepsister liking the brother. I don't really like those dynamics. So I thought I would try another book because I keep seeing this on Book Talk and the Book Talk girls are going crazy for this book. So I thought I'd buy it. Penelope Douglas, Birthday Girl. True love comes from the most forbidden places in this TikTok smash hit from New York Times bestselling author Penelope Douglas. Now that's what I'm scared of, is these forbidden love kind of things. Like, why are you in love with your brother? I don't like that. But anyway, Jordan and her boyfriend has nowhere else to go when her boyfriend's dad, Pike, offers to let them move in with him. Working a dead-end job and with her relationship on the rocks, she reluctantly accepts, expecting to help out around the house in exchange. What she doesn't anticipate is for her heart to race every time Pike pulls into the driveway or for her cheeks to burn when their eyes meet over the kitchen table. He is kind, he listens to her, he protects her in a way no man has ever done before. As the days go by, Pike is finding it anything but simple to have his son's girlfriend living in his house. He can't stop thinking about her and he's holding his breath every time they cross paths. It feels like she's becoming a part of him. Except he knows they're not free to give in to this. How could they when he's her boyfriend's father? We'll see how I feel about this book once I get into it. Cause, you know, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to pass judgments yet, but the dynamic is a little bit weird, but we'll see. Anyway, last book on my haul list, I got One Italian Summer, which I've seen this book so many times and I've looked past it for some reason until I realized the author is Miss Rebecca Sturl. My queen. She's the author of In 5 Years, which I read last year, and I love that book so much, even though the ending stressed me out so bad, but I love that book. It was so good and captivating, and so I thought I would try this one, especially after reading the synopsis. The synopsis is crazy. This book is about a girl who has this trip planned with her mom. When her mom passes away, now she has to go on the trip by herself. Now when she gets on the trip, she somehow meets a 30-year-old version of her mom, and I guess she's doing the trip with her 30-year-old version of the mom. I don't really know, but that just sounds very interesting. It sounds weird, but it sounds interesting, and it sounds like it's gonna make my brain leave my body, which is what Rebecca Sturl said. When her mother dies, Katie Silver is left reeling. Carol wasn't just her mom, she was Katie's best friend and her first phone call. Carol had all the answers. To make her matters worse, the mother-daughter trip of a lifetime looms. 2 weeks in the Pesentino, following the very same route Carol did as a young woman. Katie had been waiting years for Carol to take her, and now suddenly she's faced with going on this adventure alone. But as soon as Katie steps a foot off the Amalfi Coast, things begin to change. She is buoyed by the stunning cliff sides, incredible food, and charming hotel staff. And then the impossible happens. Carol appears for real, in the flesh, healthy and suntanned and 30 years old. Katie doesn't understand what is happening or how, but over the course of her time in Italy, Katie gets to know Carol in this new form. And soon, she must reconcile the mother she loved with the young woman she's meeting for the very first time. One Italian Summer is a transcendent novel about how we move on after great loss and how the people we love never truly leave us. I already know this is gonna make me cry. This book is gonna make me cry, I already know, and it sounds really, really good. So, One Italian Summer by Rebecca Sturrell. I will definitely be reviewing this in my monthly reading wrap-up, so stay tuned. But it sounds really good, and it's also not a pretty thick book, so I'm interested to see, you know, the pace of this book and also the dynamics and the overall message of this book. So that is all I have for my book shopping video. I hope this video did not fail you guys. I hope you guys are entertained. I hope you got some reading suggestions or reading recommendations from these if you haven't read them yet, and if you have, leave a comment below and let me know if you liked any of them, if you hate any of them. Let me know your thoughts, comments, opinions, and if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more, so you can see me more, so we can be besties for real. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, bestie.
Ooh, I'm gonna pull a study to the side. She keep coming at me every day and night. When I left in my life started feeling right, yeah.